I'm ready. Good morning, KOTA territory. Welcome back to another DIY Friday Delight. We are here with Humberto, my wonderful co-anchor, and we're going to be doing some fun collaging today. I thought we would do something that's a little school supply oriented. So what we're going to be doing is taking these construction papers and collaging them to be an insert for, you know, that front little clear pocket in a binder, so that if you're feeling like your school supplies are a little boring, you have a way to spice it up, right?
Yes.
And so I've got...
Do that because you're not going to be cool if your kids aren't going to be cool. I'm playing. You're not going to be cool if you show up to school without a decorated binder. And it's better to decorate it yourself than to buy one of those things at the store, because then it's yours.
Yeah.
You can make it. You can also put whatever you want on it, honestly.
Yeah, and I confess this to you when I pitched this. This is honestly just to decorate my D&D binder. I need something to put in front of it because it's so boring. Like, I just have like a little plain white one, which is fine.
I don't blame you.
But I want something exciting that expresses my personality.
We need decorated D&D binders all the time.
I think that that's exactly what I need. So I have all kinds of materials here. I have obviously my beloved Taylor Swift magazines to choose from. We've got lots of scrapbooking paper and stickers and all these weird little frames and stuff.
I already saw something. You ain't taking this one from me. I'm taking this one first. I call dibs.
Okay, and then I've got some construction paper, and then also we've got shiny paper, which I actually haven't used. It just fell out. I haven't used this since we did our DIY on the morning shows of the confetti poppers. So I will be bringing those back to DIY Friday at some point soonish. I promise. I promise.
All right.
So what do you
want to get into this?
Yeah, I was gonna say. So what are you planning on doing with yours?
This is a lot harder than I thought. I thought this was squishy.
I've been not cleaning it very well after the Mod Podge, because these are my Mod Podge sponges.
I was like, oh.
These are my Mod Podge sponges, and I'm feeling like I'm going to start with some paper here. I'm
going to start with this. I like this flower, and I'm going to grab this frame, this picture frame in here, because I'm going to do...
It's been a while since you've been on DIY Friday Delights, and I wanted to catch up with you, see how things have been going. Have you gotten any use out of your decorated bedazzled lighter?
I have, yes. I've lit up a lot of good smelling candles.
What is your favorite candle smell? I've asked you this before.
Right now, it's s'mores.
S'mores?
Yes, I'm getting into the fall weather mood, you know, getting into that fall mood. All right, I need to start Mod Podging here. Do I just, okay, there you go.
Yeah, just dip it in.
Let's go.
It's just a vessel for the Mod Podge at this point. Like, I wouldn't really worry too much about it.
Just
just go for it. I usually even put it on top too, just so it seal everything in, but maybe wait until.
Just to let everyone know at home, it's been a very hectic morning today. So if I seem a little bit up energy, it's because it's been hectic.
He's up in energy and I'm down in energy because I've been here since what, 11?
11, yeah, that's crazy.
I just get
11?
Well, you know what, I'm going to tell everyone here about my nightmare about the zombie apocalypse. So everyone has to hear this story. I've already told you. I had a nightmare last night about the zombie apocalypse, and it was so incredibly traumatic. So I'll walk you through it. So the dream was, I was in Washington, D.C. at Lollapalooza. Don't ask me why it was in D.C. I think it's because we've been having a lot of stuff on the show about Washington, D.C. recently, I think a lot of news coming out of there. So.
Just for those watching, my question to her was not even about Washington, D.C. It was as to why Lollapalooza was in Washington, D.C.
Yeah, because that's a certified Chicago classic. I think it's just like in my brain I needed a concert sort of thing to... be the venue for this. So anyway, I'm at Lollapalooza in Washington, D.C., and the zombie apocalypse starts right before I'm about to see the Grateful Dead, which first of all is rude because I love the Grateful Dead and I want to see them.
Respect.
And then I'm running away from the zombies out of Lollapalooza, and I get into like a government building, and I'm in there, and this like middle-aged man comes up to me and is like, hey, like, you're the only person in here without like family members here. Would you help me would you help me find my son? And I was like, sure, I guess. And then in the dream, we walked outside, and his son was getting eaten by the zombies. It was terrible.
The first time she told me that, I was like, dude, come on, what's going on? What's going on?
It was a terrible dream. It was a terrible dream. But I've recovered since then. I was having like an existential crisis this morning about it. I was like, what does it mean? Are you into the whole woo-woo, like my dreams means?
Woo-woo.
You know, like woo-woo, my dreams
okay.
mean
So I was like, woo-woo, what do you mean? No, yes. I mean, sometimes I feel like it just depends on how you're feeling or if you're worried, stressed, and stuff like that. I know that there was a good moment in time where I was definitely like, I dreamt about, continuously falling and stuff like that.
I hate those dreams.
Those wake me up all the time, and I do not appreciate it. But yeah, no, I've delved into that world every now and then, and it does kind of not worry me, but it does interest me, And sometimes I just fall asleep not in a good mood.
And that causes you to have weird dreams.
Yes.
I am definitely someone who, like, when I'm sleep deprived, I'll start having like actually insane dreams.
Right.
So I think that's probably what this is. I'm just a little tired. Because yesterday the hot air balloons was so fun. Did I miss anything exciting back here?
Oh yeah, you did. Maybe I'll tell you after. After.
You had.
It was a fun morning.
You were having some stuttering.
It was
yesterday.
A lot of stuttering.
Some rambling.
Yes.
That happens, honestly. When you do that 2.5-hour show, like all by yourself, alone, without me, like, what do you think is the most challenging part?
Honestly, it's not. It's not having somebody there to yap.
Yeah, that's true.
Usually the yapping helps out a lot. There's a lot of behind the scenes yapping that occurs. It's funny because most of the time it's not even about the stories. It's quite literally just about things that there she goes, it's rolling off. But it's usually about random things that have happened either the previous day or things that have happened that morning with certain just technical difficulties at the desk or just technical difficulties with the show. So
yeah.
And that's usually the case.
Yeah, the yapping is one of my favorite parts of the morning show. I think we all do a lot of silly yapping, and I think that really helps with the very strange hour that we're all awake for.
Yeah, because we usually,
it kind of feels like purgatory when I'm driving into work at
because it's usually,
2:30 or 3.
Just for reference, right? Usually our morning GMKT producer arrives around really early.
She gets here probably at like
Props to her.
midnight or 12:30.
Props to her.
And that's why I got here at 11 is because she is on vacation, which is, I'm jealous. Like, I want to be on vacation.
I want to be on vacation too.
I want to be on vacation. So I'm filling in, and whenever I have to do that, I get here super early.
Yeah. And usually, even when you're not filling in, you come in at like 2. And it's like you still get here earlier than me. So it's kind of interesting because it usually goes Rachel, then Mimi, and then me, and then our weather person Dan, and it's it's really cool. And then our GmbH producer. So it's really cool to see all of that kind of play out because I'm in usually a little office near like the very front, so I usually hear people come in, and I can usually tell who it is, especially when it's Dan because he usually comes in and like sings. So I'm like, oh, there's Dan.
Oh yeah, I'm a big fan of the morning singing. I think this is something that Dan and I have been enabling each other with.
Yeah, okay, really quick question, just because I'm curious. Do you guys like plan this out before the show?
No, the singing, it just happens. Do you remember, it was like last week maybe?
Here, can I see some of those?
Yeah.
I kind of want to get my Swiftie on. I'm not a big Swiftie, but you know what? I need to get my Swiftie on this morning.
I literally can't with you. Like, first, he doesn't know who Elizabeth Bennet is in love with in Pride and Prejudice.
Look,
you're not a Swiftie.
I'm trying.
Can't believe that you've done this to me.
I'm trying.
WTF.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'm getting acronyms out here.
Oh my goodness. And for those wondering, that means what the frog. Frog the frog.
What the frog.
Yes.
Yeah, nice save.
It's true, right?
We're keeping it PG here.
We don't want the wrong idea for your morning personalities. We're very laid back here, as you can tell.
You're not feeling it?
I'm not
Is it just
feeling
like
it.
stuff? There's a lot of options here.
I'm not feeling it.
I cut out some album covers.
Ooh, I'm feeling this one now.
I love
It's calling me.
Reputation.
Yes, it's
I think it's my favorite Taylor Swift album. I got really distracted. I was talking about something with Dan and I singing, and I forgot. I think it honestly started because I always do this thing in breaks. You've heard it. Where I'll just be like, just like let a little sound effect out.
I was gonna say it was like you sound like an angel this morning. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, they were making fun of my singing abilities, and I I guess it's fine or whatever. I know we also talked about our silly animal encounters.
Yeah.
I know we didn't have a ton of time to talk about that on the show, but I would love to continue that conversation. I would love to know your silly animal encounters.
Yeah, so silly animals, right? So it primarily has to do with my girlfriend's cat, actually, Mama. It's just the funniest thing. Just for example, last night, I was just minding my own business, cooking, like prepping my meal for this morning before I headed on to work, and all I hear is like shuffling in the background of the living room.
That's never good with a cat. You know that they're getting into something.
I turn around and it's just, so she has this tunnel, like really long tunnel that she can move and whatnot, and usually it's in certain places near the window because she likes to sunbathe a lot, and she usually aims it toward the window. But yesterday evening, I look over and she is like in her halfway in her tunnel, while like the other half is like lifted up. So it looks like a rainbow kind of. And I'm like, what are you doing? And when she noticed when she heard that I was looking at her, all I see is just the tube go flying one way and her going the other way. And
she can't get caught like that.
No, and then she acts like nothing happened and just meows at me. And I'm like, I saw what you did there. I saw what you were doing. What were you doing? Yes. Oh, I like this. Simple pleasures are life's treasures. I like that. For those watching, yes. For those watching, if we can zoom in on this quote right here. We can zoom in, please. Zoom, maybe.
They're working on it back there. They're working on it. They just told me to tell you to chill out, actually.
But for those watching, I love this quote.
You love this quote?
True, yes, because it's true. You know, I coming from the big city, you can tend to come to like a small town. Okay. Actually, small town, not the middle of Illinois.
You spun that. I was not expecting this to go this direction. I didn't know where we were going, but
yeah, I mean,
you took me on an adventure. I'm glad we ended up here.
Yeah, I mean, you come to a small city and you appreciate like the smaller things. You know, you go to the Black Hills. You see all these really cool local places. I mean, yesterday I went to the Purple Pie place down in Custer. That was fun. It was yummy. I love that place. If you have a chance, no sponsorship here, but it's one of my faves.
Yeah, yesterday when I was in Hot Springs after the live shot, I stopped in the Wandering Bison coffee place that they have there downtown. Mm-hmm. So good.
Yes.
There's such good local places here. I think that's my favorite part about the area, honestly.
It is wonderful.
And also, I love, I'm a big like thrifting / vintage shopping person, and I've been finding some really cool stuff out here.
Give all those things a second life. That's always important, especially when it comes to things that you probably shouldn't be thrown away, or could you could reuse at some point.
Oh yeah, you can find a lot of really good stuff.
Around anywhere. Honestly.
I mean, this is from Garbage Tale.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I know. Isn't this cool?
That's actually really
Sorry,
cool.
I'm gonna flex my little sweater because it's new, but
I like the ducks.
Ducks.
They're ducks, right?
Loons.
Loons?
You know nothing about the.
No, I know
Okay, you
nothing.
want your close up now?
I know nothing about. Close.
Yeah, hold up your.
That's what it looks like.
There we go.
You lost. I lost a bead.
Right,
I lost another bead. No,
you're losing beads. I'll pop mine up here for a second too.
Ooh, yours is looking spiffy. Look at that.
Mine is very Taylor Swift.
I like it. Keep popping off.
I'll kind of walk you through it here. We've got the red era where she's got this T-shirt that says "Who's Taylor Swift anyway?" Ew. And then we've got Lover in a frame with some Mod Podge dripped on there that I spilled. And then we've got the Reputation album cover because that is my favorite Taylor Swift album. And then this Fearless dress because I just love the movement here. This is every time I end up doing one of these, Humberto, I end up making just like a Taylor Swift shrine. I don't know if anyone remembers my last one, but it was a Taylor Swift shrine.
Not to talk down on my coworkers because I'm not. I actually really like working with everybody here. But last time you did one of these collages with Brian.
Yeah. Well, he didn't tell me I said I only have Taylor Swift magazines, and he said that's fine with me. I'll cut out the ads. Little did he know. These are just
look. I work usually behind.
Just Taylor Swift, all right? It's just every page is Taylor Swift.
I'm usually the one putting these up. And watching them to make sure that nothing inappropriate is said.
Right.
But no, usually
you have to worry so much about me.
100%, right? No, but usually I'm the one watching these behind the scene, and he was not vibing with the T Swift.
He was not matching my freak on that. All
No,
right?
he's
It
not
was
vibing with the
upsetting.
T7. And we asked him. I was like, come on. If you want to bring something, bring it. He didn't bring nothing.
If anyone brings
I'm
me
exposing right now.
any if anyone brings me any DIY, I'm always happy to do it. So when I bring stuff to people, I'm like, yeah, just whatever materials you want, like let me know. I'll head over to the craft store and get whatever.
Yes.
But he didn't tell me anything, so I didn't get him any magazines. I just
like,
used the
dude.
amazing ones that I already have.
Yes.
Obviously, because these are great. This is all I need.
Yes. I mean, and I don't blame you. I mean, technically, I'm having fun doing this. And I'm going crazy. I'm popping off right now. I'm still working on this right now. For those, I'm not quite done yet.
I just like pointed my scissors at you. What is the I was talking about silly animal encounters. What
Yes,
about
yes,
some
yes, yes.
wild animals?
Yes, I went on a tangent about my girlfriend's cat, Mama. It's also kind of funny that I'm allergic, and yet I'm struggling, man. Some days it gets me. Some other days I'm just like, hey, let's flip a coin. We'll see where it lands.
Yeah.
Heads or tails. But it's a fun. I absolutely love them. Another funny animal encounter that I mentioned on Good Morning KOTA Territory, not Black Hills, is about the bird of prey. I think it was a hawk that I kept seeing trying to grab their prey, and they just couldn't grab it. They eventually just left without it. I was like, oh, I mean, I felt bad because they didn't get their meal, but at the same time, I was like, that's kind of funny, just seeing it go up. Let me put that down. Seeing it go up and down, up and down. And it was just funny. How about you?
I had a pretty silly one yesterday at the hot air balloon thing. We were coming down, and then there's just this deer just scurrying away from right where we're about to land. That was pretty silly. And then also, almost every morning when I'm driving up here at around 3, I see this family of foxes.
Oh, yeah.
And one time, one of them just stood there, and I was like, no, I'm gonna hit you. I didn't hit it, but it just looked at me for probably like
Curious.
20, 30 seconds.
They're curious little animals.
I was just stopped waiting for him to cross the road.
It's cute. I like it.
I know.
I like
and it's like
I like
a
seeing
family of them
wildlife.
too. There's like a bunch. There's some littler ones, and then there's some bigger ones, and
And if you ever come up here on Skyline Drive, just to see the scenery, as it's a
Watch out
beautiful
for
sunrise. Yes, watch out for deer. Watch out for the wildlife up here. But also, it's a perfect place to come view the sunrise. I almost said sunset again. Yesterday I said sunset as our guest was leaving, or I was like, you're gonna enjoy the sunset. I was like, wait, no, it's sunrise. It's me, that's me with the time. It's me with time, it's me with dates. Every time there's always at least one day during the week where I say the wrong date. On
or
Good
the wrong
Morning.
month.
Yes.
Or the wrong month.
Oh, okay.
We've had some of those. It's okay, it happens. What has been like, I've had some pretty funny like news anchor fails. What has been your favorite news anchor fail? And then we'll wrap it up here because I'm basically done with my collage.
I'll keep working on it afterward. But one of my favorite anchor fails that has happened, it has to be, any mispronunciation of a word, especially if it's like if it's just rushed, right? Something that happens a lot of the time is we get a story in, and usually we don't have time to like figure out what that word or name is, and unfortunately that's just the reality of live TV.
And no matter how many
Yes.
times you practice it, sometimes it just doesn't come out right.
And one of my most unfortunate most unfortunate times on air was not being able to say a certain pug name.
Oh, I remember this.
Yes, and it came out wrong.
It just sounded,
And-
it was funny.
Yes, and also I also appreciate all the moments that we have on air whenever there's like just a mishap or like a missed camera shot, and you see it on air, get fixed. And that's just, it's just certain moments of live TV where it makes you appreciate, like, oh, you know what, this is live. They don't have a lot of time to fix it.
Oh yeah. It also, we've just had some funny, I think my favorite one, this isn't really a fail, but like we get silly on the morning shows. It's the morning, we're trying to wake you up, have a good time. I think one of my favorites was when we had that green eggs and ham story, and we're sitting at the desk, and I'm like, oh, Humberto, that looks good, doesn't it? And you're like, yes, I want green eggs and ham, Sam, I am. And just made direct eye contact with you, just looking. Oh, I laughed really, really hard after that. We have a lot of moments where I'm trying really hard not to laugh on air because there's something happening that's really funny.
And similar to that, there's another quote that I really like. It's make memories today. We can zoom in on that one too.
Oh my God.
I really like this quote as well.
Don't move it.
There you go.
There you go. You're adding that to your
I'm so
collage.
shaky. I drank too much coffee this morning.
Yeah, I know. Jittery.
Yes. Oh my goodness. But yeah, here's mine. Here's mine. It'll be here in the red. It's not quite done yet, but it'll be here in the red. And as you can see, I added some really cool stuff there.
Okay. You were getting into it.
I know,
all
I'm
right. You
vibing,
were
I'm
just using
vibing.
smaller pictures than me, so
I
I
am,
think that's
oh,
why
right
it
there.
took you a little bit longer
Yes.
to find yours. Mine is pretty much the same as it was. I just added a little shiny heart here. I'll kind of, there we go.
Ooh,
Look
I like
at that.
Like the butterfly. Look at
Added
that.
some butterfly stuff, added this. You can notice that the Mod Podge is really everywhere. That's what I love about Mod Podge is that it dries clear, so you don't have to worry about it when you're like doing it. So it's a little bit less stress for me personally. But yeah, I think that's all we have time for today. Thank you so much for joining me here. We'll have another DIY next week for probably a sweet treat. I haven't exactly decided what we're doing yet.
I'm excited
so
for that one.
Stay tuned for that. It'll be a ton of fun.